Hey guys, this is Mrs. Jones, your English instructor this semester, and I just wanted to pop in and officially welcome you to English 101. Hopefully, by now, you have completed all of the attendance taking activities, and that included submitting your Blackboard orientation certificate, taking the syllabus quiz, and posting an introduction. Also, I made your first writing available assignment available a couple of days earlier than anticipated. So I hope that you have read the assignment for Essay 1. I just wanted to pop in and make sure that you are clear on the assignment requirements. Now, your assignment is due this coming Monday before midnight. The assignment will no longer be available after 11:59. So please, please, please do not wait until the last minute to post your essay in case you have some technical difficulties. So make sure you um, begin your assignment so that you will have time to write your first draft, to let it get cold, then come back to it, proof it, edit, um, write another draft, and have time to submit it. And if you are having trouble with submitting your essay, hopefully you will have allotted enough time that you can contact tech support to get some assistance with that. Now, let's talk about the topic for the first essay. Because I know some of you have yet to purchase the textbook, I'll always make sure the first article that you write on is an article that I provide. And this article is by Tom Hanks, and I'm sure most of you are familiar with his movies. He is a great actor, but he got his start in community college. And oftentimes people are surprised to learn that. But I asked you to read Tom Hanks's article, and then I gave you a couple of writing prompts. And one is, what are some of the benefits of attending a community college? And of course, these are your own personal opinions. And then on the flip side of that, perhaps you might want to take the position that there are some disadvantages to attending a community college. And the other writing prompt was Tom Hanks mentions former President Obama's plan to make community college free, or the first 2 years of college free. And so I asked you to write on that. You could either write on the pros of making community college free or the cons of making community college free. So you have several options in terms of what you write on in essay 1. Now, it's important that you understand that this is a 5 paragraph essay. And in the first paragraph, that is your introduction. That's where you're going to introduce us to the topic. And the last sentence of your introduction will be your thesis statement. The thesis statement will say to me, the reader, what your objective of the essay is, basically. So that's where I will learn what you're going to write on in your paper. What are you going to show, or what are you going to prove? Now, after the introduction, then you will have 3 body paragraphs, and all 3 body paragraphs should support that thesis statement. And of course, you will have a concluding paragraph. You don't just stop writing, you bring your writing to a close. And in the conclusion, you should restate your thesis, not verbatim, but restate the main point of your essay and any supporting points you made in the body of the essay. In my opinion, the conclusion is the easiest paragraph to write. Now, what will I look for? I'm going to grade you on your format. This first essay should be in MLA format. So I will make sure you have a heading. I'm going to make sure you gave your essay a creative and original title, something that captures the essence of what you're writing about. You know, you're not going to title your essay Community College or Free Community College. Those are your topics. Those are not titles. Titles are a lot of times we will select a book because the title sounds interesting, okay? And that's what you want for your essay. You want it to be titled something interesting that's going to grab the reader's attention. I will make sure that you've numbered your pages correctly using your last name and the page number. Your entire essay should be in 12-point Times New Roman font, the entire essay. Make sure you do not bold type your title, underline it, italicize it, or put it in quotation marks. It should just be centered above the first paragraph. Make sure to indent all of your paragraphs and to double space the entire essay. When you're moving from one point to another, make sure you use transitional phrases or words, and you can find a list of transitions in your writer's reference. Hopefully you have gotten a copy of that. Um, So those are some of the basic things that I will be looking for. Of course, I'm going to grade you on your grammar. You want to proofread for run-on sentences and fragments. You want to make sure all your subjects and verbs agree, that you've used the correct pronoun case. Avoid using second-person pronouns throughout your essay. Do not use you or your, because then it will sound as if you are addressing your audience, and this is not a speech. Avoid using first person pronouns in your thesis statement. You don't have to say, I think, I feel, I believe, I'm going to write about. If you're the author of the paper, then it's safe to assume this is what you believe or how you feel and what you think. So do not make those type of statements in your thesis statement. You're simply going to make a statement, and that statement will let me, the reader, know exactly what your position is on the topic you've selected to write on. I'm really looking forward to this first essay because it gives me some background information. It helps me to better decide the plan for the course. So if I see that, several of you are making a certain type of error in your paper, then I will address that. So I don't penalize you to the full extent in this first essay. I will, however, mark all of the mistakes I encounter, but I will not penalize you as severely as I would if this were the last essay of the semester. So I want you to relax and I want you to enjoy the article. If you make reference to the article, which I hope you will in your essay, then you are to document your sources. Now, with MLA format, we use something called parenthetical documentation, and that's where after we use a quote from the article in our paper to support our point, then we, in parentheses, will put the author's last name and the page number, close the parentheses, and then put the end mark. Okay? And if you do that, then you are to include a works cited page. But with this first essay, that is optional, okay? So I'm not requiring that for the first essay. But if you do make reference to the article in your paper, in your essay, then you will have to use parenthetical documentation and include a works cited page. But like I've stated, that is optional. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me or to give me a call. There are other resources. We have the STARS Institute that you can set up a tutoring session for. I have included that information in your course syllabus. And also, there's an online tutoring service that's in your Blackboard shell, but you can't wait until the last minute to use that because I think once you've submitted your essay, then it takes them a couple of days to get it back to you. Now, speaking of getting the essay back to you, once I've graded the essay, I will return the graded paper so that you can review your mistakes and read my comments. I will indicate certain sections of your writer's reference that I want you to read regarding your mistakes. So if you see P1A, then you're to turn to that section in your writer's reference and see what kind of comma error you made and how to correct that. So it's going to be really important if you're going to improve your writing skills that you read my comments and you review these sections in your writer's reference. I hope that you will enjoy the article and contact me if you have any questions or concerns. Please understand that deadlines are important in an online class, okay? So make sure you adhere to the deadlines. So click on course content if you haven't already, and then click on Essay 1. It says Essay 1 and the assignment will come up. There's lots of information for you to review before you even write your essay, okay? I have included some PowerPoints and some information on how to format your essay. And if you have any questions about anything, please email me immediately. Don't procrastinate. It's important that you start working on this assignment immediately so that you will have time to do a first and a second and possibly a third draft. But once again, I look forward to working with you this semester. Don't hesitate to give me a call if you have any questions or concerns. Thanks.